Boom! All right, everything is on. Good afternoon. Welcome to the July 19th edition of Tuesday with Todd. Switching things up a little tonight, folks. We had something planned, or I had something planned. I didn't read the rules too much to know that I couldn't talk about it. I guess I could talk about it. I couldn't show it off yet. So that'll be coming on upcoming Tuesday with Todd. We can talk a little about that. Remember, when you get here, I want to know where you're from. What's weather like in your area today? I mean, right now it tells me that it's hot outside. It's like 90-some degrees and sunny. Beautiful, beautiful day. Today, like I said, we're gonna talk a little Christmas and July stuff. Christmas is just 5 short months away. And we really need to start planning for that now. Reason being is, hello, have you heard about these things called supply chain issues? So if there's a product that you are really used to selling or something that you push a lot of, now is the time to make sure that you stock up because there's a chance that things may not be in stock. So we're going to talk about some products that are good to use for coming at Christmas time. I need you guys to be interactive. Tell me, we'll get into questions and answers parts. This is where I need your help from it. I need you to be able to, converse with me so we can have more fun and more talk about this. Check in, do all that other fun stuff. News and notes for the week. We're rocking and rolling with DTF this week. We will be the normal bundle drop that we do on Thursday will actually happen on Friday this week because I'm headed to the ASI Chicago show, and then we'll be back on Friday for that. Now with that, next week on Tuesday with Todd, we're actually going to give a recap of what we saw at the ASI show, new products, new things that we learned, things that we believe can help advance your business too. So we'll fill you in on all that fun stuff next Tuesday with Todd when we talk about the trip to ASI Chicago. The bundle that we're going to be dropping in this week is going to be a Christmas one. Ooh, we had some requests for it last week, and we said, we're a little before that, Christmas in July. So I said, hey, what better thing to do than Christmas in July, right? So that's going to be this next bundle that we're going to do on Friday afternoon. Let's check in and see how everybody's doing. Darren, hey, how are you? Darren, let me know on that banner because I'm going to go back and double check the address because if what happened thought I happened, or what if it did and you weren't able to get it, just let me know and we're just going to redo it and get it back out to you because I think I might have just clicked the wrong box, but let me know. Chuck, what's up, Chuck? My week is today's Tuesday, right? So it's Tuesday. So far, it is going great. We're going to talk some other stuff too about artwork because I know there's been some issues with people who have used other companies and getting transfers that weren't how they were supplied to them, and there's some stuff with the artwork. I recommend when it comes to anywhere you send a print, to have it done before you send that print out. Make sure to put it on a different colored background to make sure that colors are where you need them to be or not where you don't want them to be. I've had that a lot this week where background colors, where if I would have just printed, they would have white squares, gray squares, purple squares, and all these different colors that it shouldn't have been there. And they were just showing, hey, to show the white on it. I don't need that. I just need the image. And make sure that you're saving and exporting stuff as a PNG or a vector file. That's what most people want is the vector file artwork or a PNG, high resolution PNG with a transparent background. Because remember, garbage in, garbage out, right? If you send garbage artwork, then you're going to get garbage artwork in return. Now, I usually try and do my best to catch anything that I see beforehand and try and send, hey, they're not sure if this is how it's supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what your artwork is supposed to look like. But if I can get some kind of idea, here, put something in the description, it definitely helps out. Then I can look at it and be like, hey, this is missing this, or I'm noticing some stuff that's here. Where I see it a lot in is in stuff that people have tried to remove backgrounds in. And so there's different odds and ends pieces that maybe didn't get removed all the way using a site like remove.bg. So it didn't take everything away fully. When that happens, then they run into a lot of issues there. So it's tough. We do our best, but we don't catch everything, and we can only print what is sent to us. So make sure, no matter where you send your artwork, that you're double checking before you send that. It's going to save yourself the headache. It's going to save whoever's printing it the headache. And nobody wants headaches. More stuff, you don't want to feel rushed on an order, right? You're sending an order out to be printed, you bring it in, you have a timeline, and now if the file wasn't correct and you have to be resent, you're just cutting into more of your profits because you're redoing stuff on it. Jose, good afternoon to you. Did I check the picture I sent you on Facebook? I did not, Jose. I don't even know if I saw it. Where did you tag me on something, or did you send me on something? Was it for the glitter film, ETF Kingdom? Is that what it was? Maybe that's what it was that I saw, but I did find some. So let me know where that was. Uh, Bountiful in Florida. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's probably bountiful too in Florida today. Windy, howdy to you. Howdy, Africa Hot in Chicago. Hey, well, that's what's going to happen, right? It's ASI, so we should do it. You went to ASI today. How was ASI for you, Renee? Did you learn a lot? Tell me more. I haven't heard any updates on anything yet. Iced coffee in the cup, water in the bottle. I have water in my cup here. And tonight we're doing a little Taco Tuesday, but we're going to do taco salad. A little crispy taco salad sounds good. Hot and gross in Idaho. Yeah, sometimes it can be hot and gross out, right? Friday we had the pool party, or Saturday we had the pool party. If you didn't hear, and it was like in the 70s. Nothing better than to have a kid's birthday party in the pool, and it's 70 degrees. And now the rest of the week it's going to be like 100. It's going to be crazy. You messaged me. All right, I'm going to double check and see if it ended up in the other folder because I have not seen that yet. And hello, Nancy, to you. Okay, so Christmas things. This is where it's going to get fun at, because we're going to do this together, right? We're going to talk different products. We're going to talk about what you guys sell. Maybe you're going to get ideas from other people, but this is now the time to start planning out for Christmas. A couple of the big things you knew when you need to sit down and start planning out for it is realize, one, when is going to be your cutoff day, right? Because there's stuff that you can do, but there is shipping times, there's lead times to get stuff. So there has to be a cutoff time for normal orders. Now, I know people that December 1st is the last day that they do orders. I know people that November 1st is the last day they do orders. And I even know some people that they quit doing orders for Christmas October 1st. Why? Because they have a very custom product that takes time to do. And we're talking it can take anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days to do the project. They know what their limit is, what their schedule is, and once their spots are filled, that's it. So you have to know what your timelines are. You have to know what your schedules are to be able to do that. Now, standard turnaround time, right? So you have your cutoff time and you have your standard turnaround time. So what's it typically take you to make a product? So make sure you have that figured out. And then you have shipping time, because we know that shipping is going to be crazy. It is every year. So something that traditionally may take 2 to 3 days might now take 5 to 7 days. So these are all things that you're going to need to communicate to your customers, especially if they're online customers, that, hey, if you want it this day, it needs to be ordered by this day. If you want it this day, it needs to be ordered by this day. If you want it this, and so on and so forth. Why? It's going to make things a lot easier. It's going to make things easier for you. It's going to make things easier for your customers. Now, if you're local, you got to think about that. You're going to have people that want to buy all the way up till Christmas Day. We still had Christmas Eve when we were in the mall, still had people coming in there to shop because they wanted, those last minute gifts. And so that's when you have to have things that are quick, simple, easy to do. As much as some people say vinyl is dead, vinyl is not dead. We're going to talk about quite a few projects today that you can use vinyl for. Like I said, it'll never go away for us because of that. When there's something, especially name drops, super simple, super easy to do, you type out a name, put it in here. You just have to remember, hey, are you going to upcharge on this? You have a schedule on this. How are you going to do this to make it cost effective for you? Oh, you did not go today. Miscommunication, COVID brain, both combo. Wait, did you get COVID too? Or her get COVID? Who got COVID? Tell me. Are we still on? We're still on for Thursday though, right? That's not tomorrow. That is the day after tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. Then there's Wednesday, which is a day in between, followed by Thursday. Thursday is the day that I'm coming to you and we're going. Correct? That's still correct, right? Let's go there. They're 97 with the heat index of 101. That's not a bad heat index. Only 4 degrees. Just got done mowing in time for the show. I'll let you know tomorrow for sure on the package. Awesome. Mowing in the afternoon. I'm not a mower in the afternoon. It is too damn hot for that. I'm a morning mower. I get out the rider, and I think even the riding lawnmower, it takes me a half hour, 45 minutes to do the yard. I am not doing that in the heat of the day. No, sir, we are not going to do it. Good afternoon to you as well, Michelle, and hello, Curtis. All right, so here's some things that we do that are going to be able. Jen has COVID, right? Yes, we're still on. No, I don't have COVID. Yes, you're coming to me. We're driving to McCormick. All right, boom, we're good to go. Do you need a cart? Am I only bringing one cart? That's one thing I need to know. Am I bringing two carts? Am I bringing one cart? Let me know on that because I'm leaving. I got to be to your place. What do we decide? 8-ish, 8-ish to your place. I think you're 2 hours. I got to leave here at 6-ish. I gotta make sure I write all of that down. 105 in Wichita. Woo! We're getting some good heat up there, over there, around there. So Christmas ideas. Old standby, old reliable. Don't care what platform you're using. I don't care what platform that you're using when it comes to decoration, as far as your method, whether you're doing laser engraving, sublimation, vinyl, DTF, because I did that last year, and a few embroidery. What am I missing? There is an ornament that is for you. Ornaments are great sellers. Christmas ornaments come in many different styles and substrates, whether it's metal, wood, plastic, acrylic, cloth. There is a ton of things out there, a ton of different products for ornaments that I can use. And when it comes to ornaments, prices can be as low as $10, and they can go up to $100+. It all depends on what you're doing with that ornament. Maybe quick, simple, easy things. You can go full custom on it, where it's a custom product for them, and those ones, it's one of a kind. They're not getting it. You can do the standard, especially when it comes to sublimation. Here's a backdrop, and then we can do name drops in it. So, Downing's 2022, our first house, our first Christmas, baby's first Christmas, names, all of that, because there's so many different shapes, sizes, things like that you can use in ornaments. Ornaments are an amazing thing, and I know people that sell thousands of ornaments every Christmas, and they usually start, August, September, to start seeing sales really pick up and ramp into those. Ornaments can be the one thing that I love about ornaments is because of their small nature. They're flat. You can store a lot of them, so they're not going to take up a lot of space. Depending on, of course, the kind that you get. But when you're talking like a sublimation ornament, it's not going to take up a whole lot of space. The other thing that you have to think of when it comes to products is what happens after the holiday. Is this a product that you can reuse throughout the year? Great. Is this a product that once Christmas is over that you're packing up and you're going to save until next year? Is it something that is very, trendy? So maybe next year it's not going to be so good. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. These are things you got to think of when you're buying in advance, when you're buying stuff, because more times than not, you're either going to order too many or not enough, right? Very few people say, at the end of Christmas, I planned it out. I only had 2 things left and I was happy. Nope. You either have 200 or you didn't order enough. At least that's how it seemed to work for me. But I think, hey, I'm stocking up on this and another one blew up. That's how it works. Does that work for anybody else there? Jerry said he used to fill orders up until Christmas Eve. I now stick to a preset deadline, right? Because that's the thing is the closer you get to Christmas, at least for me, and Jerry, tell me if I'm wrong on this because you were up to Christmas Eve too. Do you feel more stressed about it too? That if something goes wrong, that you're not going to deliver on time, that you're going to screw a bunch of stuff up, you're going too fast. And I ran into that where I'm like, even though I had my system pretty well down, it scared me because people waited to the last minute. Great thing at the mall, here's our 4 or 5 different things. We can have this done to you in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it was. You're picking names. We just had, especially on ornaments, they had designs to choose from. We could change names. They wanted photos. We had ones for those where it was just the floating balls. The floating balls are always good ones, but it's just press a picture on it, boom, done. You can get them out the door with it. So, having that timeline really, really helps you, and having that hard deadline. Hey, this is the last day. December 15th is the last day for Christmas orders. That's it. December 7th, that's it. Anything after this is going to require a rush fee. Because somebody waited doesn't mean that you should feel obligated just to do it because they want it or they have a sob story or they have something else. Listen, they've had plenty of time to do it. So, make sure that you are getting your worth with. The last thing you want to be is up, 13, 15, 16, 18 hours trying to finish those orders on that because somebody waited the last minute. That's not worth it to you. At least it wasn't to me. Reed, good evening to you. Call me when you're done here. I'm not sure everyone cares. Not sure everyone cares what we're doing on Thursday. Sure they do. They're all family. you don't know, like I said, we're going to Chicago on Thursday. We're going to ASI. We've got the rolly carts, the foldable wagons. I now have 2 of them. If Renee needs one, I'm going to bring it here. That's what we do, Renee. We communicate here. Everybody tell me, should I take 2 rolly carts or not? You're all getting there. Ooh, pad printing glass ornaments. Now, Jerry, talk to me about pad printing glass ornaments, because if you didn't know, don't let that light go. Look, I got a pad printer right here that I have yet to mess with. I should probably do something with it one of these days. But when you say that, I'm assuming because you're burning the plate, and that's what I need to, the whole burning the plates part of it. I need to find out more information on that and get that part, because the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. But are you talking standard, here's Christmas 2022 and you're putting that on different stuff? Or how are you doing that? Because in my mind, you've got each plate set up for that. So talk to me more about that, Jerry. You stressed and make mistakes when rushed. Absolutely. Making mistakes happens. Hello, where do I have Philippines 435 or whatever, right? I mean, mistakes happen. You go through it. And when you're trying to do a lot of that stuff, to me, mistakes happen when I'm low on inventory. When I'm the last shirt, the last of something, the last ink, the last sub paper. And those are the other things too. Make sure that you have plenty of your supplies on hand. So if you're sublimating, make sure that you have that extra paper. Make sure that you have that extra ink, because when you're going to run out. You're going to run out Friday at 5:15. When your vendor's closed, you can't get anything until Monday, right? It's just how it is. And then you're waiting on shipping. So make sure that you're ordering stuff. Know what your shipping timelines are too. That's something else we're going to talk about. When it comes to ordering products, know what you want. Know that there's a good chance that things are going to run out of stock. One of the things that I have on my list that did good for us last year were the key holders. They square key holders. You could put the custom name. You could do whatever you wanted on it, but we did names on it. I held keys on it. That went over really good for us. I did a test market on it. Thought, all right, awesome, one would be good. And when I went to order more, they were all out. Couldn't get them anywhere. They were out. So I was out. Yeah, it's just how it worked. So, plan for that. If you're going to run specials and stuff, order more than what you think you might need, or try and be close to it. It always scares me when I'm pressing the last of something, because that's when I have a feeling I'm screwed up. And then what do you do? So just try and prepare yourself. Try and really, really prepare yourself, because you don't want to stress. It's already a stressful enough time. If you can take some of that stress off your plate by setting expectations for your customers with timelines, pricing, rush fees, turnaround, all of that. Know where your vendors are with stock levels, so that way you're not, selling stuff that you can't get. That's something that I highly, highly recommend. Do not sell anything that you do not physically have. You don't want to count on a vendor having something in stock. Take somebody's money, say, yep, I can order these, and then it not be in and not get in before Christmas, because that's not fun. It's not fun for anybody all the way around. And so make sure that you are only selling stuff that you have in stock. And Renee says it great here. Lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. That's right. Your piss poor planning shouldn't affect what is it? Your piss poor planning. There's some more to that, but your piss poor planning shouldn't affect me. That's right. Bring the extra cart. Woohoo! You don't think we'll have enough? If you don't think we'll have enough room in one, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get. I mean, it folds up, so I guess I could put the cart in a cart, or we can just, Jen has mushing dogs, or is in that mushing community, and has a mush dog. We can sit in that and have her pull and say, Kovad, Kovad, and just go like that and have her pull us around. I'm fine with that too. We print ornaments mostly for churches and schools. Great, great, great. I mean, think about that. Yeah, was it the logo, Christmas, things like that? Perfect. That is that. See, things like that. Putting logos on stuff. Because when it comes to Christmas too, the other thing to think of too, and Jerry, when you said schools and churches, something else when it comes around Christmas time is reach out to your business accounts. If you have those, reach out to them. If you don't have them, start making them now. But reach out to them for end of year gifts, Christmas party gifts, things like that. Those are great ways to upsell, because they, hey, we've worked all year together on different projects. Are you doing anything for customer appreciation? Are you doing anything for employee appreciation? Are you doing anything like that? Is there any way that we can help you with that? Start thinking about that now, so that way you're doing this in September, October. So that way you're not stressed on it there, because the last anything needs to do is, to me, by the time middle of December rolls around, hey, it's kind of chill out, relax time. Once Christmas hits, those next 2 weeks, when kids are on Christmas break, so am I. There's stuff that we'll do and stuff we'll continue to print, but as far as like print orders, retail products, pretty much dies off right there. For us, it was like that until right about the second week of January, and then we go back into that one thing with the kid with the diaper and the arrow. Halloween, no, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Totally slipped my mind. Having those in place. And that's why that marketing calendar is so important to know which holidays you're going to. Like here, we're in July. You should be thinking, back to school, fall. You're getting close to Halloween, breast cancer awareness, all those months that are in there, and then you're going right into Christmas. So you really need to start planning that out, setting those paths up for success. You want to have a successful second half of the year. You're the only one that can make that happen. It's just not magically going to happen. You need to set up, if you're doing ads, if you make sure that you have all of your proper audiences and things in place for it. If you're selling products, you want to make sure that you have all the stock for it. We just want to make sure that you're covered so it creates a lot less stressful for you. Ooh, Hadron wine bottles for businesses. That's something awesome right there. That's right, Wendy. Christmas is the same date every year, people. I get all my personal Christmas shopping done by November 1st. I never have the brain power to think of gifts in November, December. But see, this is where I get mixed at it because I'm a November birthday, so mid-November, hey, I was one where I would get this, and then if there was like a two-parter, it usually came at Christmas. Now, my daughter Delaney, her birthday is the 23rd of December. Sound right? Delaney's the 23rd, right? 22nd. 22nd. Yeah, Drayden's 21st. Drayden, Jesus. 22nd. 3 days before Christmas. That's right. So there's times when she gets that double present where it's here's this, and then the second half comes there. So I can only imagine, I couldn't imagine having everything done in November. Wouldn't know what to do. That really throws me off. Jerry, that's on my list too. Santa bags are a favorite for personalized with HTV. Santa bags. This is something that there's so many different variations of it. Santa bags are super simple to do, especially with vinyl. And with vinyl, you can use your standard colored vinyl. Most of the bags are going to be white or cream or red or green. So you have those. And so the colors that you're going to be able to use on are like a white, a red, a gold, a green in HTV. The glitter, you can also upsell that. So here, if I have a green bag, I'm going to offer you a name in the standard color, and that's going to be, say, $10, right? And if I'm going to go up to glitter, hey, maybe it's $12. Maybe you're going to supply the bag and say, hey, the bags all in are $30 for this one, $35 for that one. Make sure you get your pricing down now so you're not have to think about it later. Just start planning now. You don't have to have it all nailed out, but if you say, hey, I want to offer 2 dozen products at Christmas, right? That's 24. Well, I'm going to do 5 a week until I'm there, and then I'm going to refine it. So just plan it out so that way you're set there. But Christmas let's see. So we did ornaments. Santa sacks is what I have on there. There's so many different variations of them now because before you ran into a lot where it was just straight, pretty much HTV is what you can get away with on it. And then they start doing the sublimation ones. And the sublimation ones you can get white, and then you can put whatever you want on it. Now with the incoming of DTF and really blown up in the last year, you can do that. You can just get. You don't have to. You're not limited to the white poly bags. You can get the blank ones. Ordering different designs. I know we'll have a couple of Christmas bag bundles ready to go, but that way you can just put those on there, pick the design, you can add the name on with HTV, you can do all of that, and then you're just set, ready to go. Now there are different styles of bags. There's smaller ones, bigger ones. I recommend getting the bags in as soon as you can, so you can just make sure that you like the bag. There are some that are better than others, and there are some that are kind of flimsy and chintzy on it. So, it doesn't hurt to bring in a bag or two just to make sure you like the quality of it. Those are another thing, too, that most of the time you're going to be done with those by right around the beginning of November, or not November, beginning of December. Very rarely have we seen things push farther into that with it because people knew, hey, we're going to use this for it. And then for us, there's not a whole lot of repeat orders with it because it's a one and done, right? Most times people get it, and that's what they'll use for the kids year after year unless a new kid comes. So Santa sacks are something to think about when it comes to just that gift giving thing. And you're going to need that constant stream of new customers for it. Now, Santa six are super simple and easy to do. Like I said, you can get them pre-printed there, and then you're just cut names, HTV, put it on. Great money makers on that. Um, my three kids are all the first week of November. Darren, a little off topic, but I'm going to say all November babies come from Valentine's Day. Just saying. I mean, that it just makes sense, right? On November 14th, go back 9 months to the day. That's not St. Patrick's Day. It's Cupid's Day, Valentine's Day. That's where November babies come from. Um, I'd love to find a supplier for the blank Santa bags. What kind, Jerry? Are you looking for the sublimation ones, so the white poly? Or are you just looking for or the red, the green, the cream ones? Which ones are you looking for? Because I have a couple leads. There's some stuff that I'm working on that I should know more here in the next 2-3 weeks. Because anything that we're going to bring in to resell, yeah. Anything resell. Santa Sax has been one of it. Last year I got way too late in the game because by the time they were going to come in, it just wasn't feasible for me to bring them in and have that many in stock. So I'm still working with some stuff, and I'm hoping to have some in here at the end of August, beginning of September, so that way they can just roll out with it. When are we going to have designers? Tell me more about designers. What do you mean by designers, Chuck? When we have designers coming in to do stuff, or which part? White poly. Oh, well, white poly. JDS, JP Plus, I believe carries those white poly ones. Yeah, JP. I'm almost positive. What I'll do is I'll start compiling a Christmas list and put all of the links to things in there. And there's other people in it. We'll pin it in the group. So that way, hey, if new products come in, you can put that in there, go through it, be able to put them on it, and just add stuff to it. You'd like to screen print on them. So which ones are you after? Like the cotton ones, like I said, that red, green, white one, or the poly ones? I'm assuming that it's going to be the cotton ones, but I will check my sources for you and let you know for sure on it. So those Santa Sax, super simple, super easy. That'd be That's going to be it. Preferred designers, Chuck should be starting. They should have started last week. I think there's only been one or two that I've posted in there. But Tanya is going to be posting in there. I know for sure. I'll reach out to some of the other ones just to make sure that they know, hey, you can start posting this week to make sure that, because I won't be here this Thursday. We'll be in ASI Chicago, but I'll make sure that they know Thursday will be it. The list would be awesome. Yeah. And I think we can all contribute to this list. Hey, I know where there's a good supply of this at. I know where there's a good supply of this at. I'm going to go through my past orders of JP Plus and JDS. Those are my two real go-to when it comes to sublimation supplies. So I'm going to go through my list of that, and I will create post links of each one. Have that pinned in the group. I will start working on that tomorrow. Make list, and I'll just keep adding to it as I find it. I'm going to put that on here. Post. Put that on my list. So see, together we'll come up with it. Cotton. Yep, that's what we'll do. I'll keep an eye on that for it, Jerry, and I'll reach out and see what we can find there. Santa bags. I'm putting that on my list here too, because that's what we are. We're bags. They're posting in the business success group. That's where they'll be. They're posting that on the Thursdays with there. Yeah, list of suppliers for all things would be great for all of us. Yeah, and even some of the stuff, is going to be Amazon friendly. So we did really good with the Amazon acrylic ornaments last year, and the wood ones we didn't really push because we're like, oh yeah, we're going to have the laser up one. We didn't, but anything that we find on there, we'll post links to that. So I will post. I will keep rolling for that and get that out there. All right, so. We just skipped around, went through ornaments, we went through Santa Sax. Something else that's good all year round. This is a product, is those doormats, because doormats work great for sublimation. You can use those all year round because not only do they make great Christmas gifts, and what do you usually do with them? You'll put, this is the downings. You'll have that on there. So not only do they make good at Christmas time, but they make great wedding gifts. They make great anniversary gifts. They make for birthday gifts because you can do fun ones. It's a blank canvas. So there's so much that you can put on it. I know people that had doormat subscription service where every quarter they got a new doormat, right? And it went with the season. So there's things that you can put in this. And when you look at some of these products, can you use them throughout the year? Doormats are a great product to be able to use all year round. I said you can have them for each season. You can have just like garden flags. You can sell them in sets. You can use them, for, the thing that I just said, the monogram, the name. What is that just called? The personalization. Uh, Something else that I've seen that works really well is if you are in the business community and you have that, reach out to any of your realtors because you can take their business card and blow that up and put it on the mat. So that way, when they go to an open house, then that's laid right out there for them in front of them. That's also another gift that your realtor can use as a housewarming gift when for a closing gift or somebody buys a house. Here, we're getting this house established here, whatever. So there's a lot of things when you reach out to your business compadres, especially realtors. Realtors are good for ornaments because you can get the house ornaments or the key ornaments. Our first Christmas at whatever. Here's a picture of the house. Here's a picture of that. They make great gifts for the doormat. So reach out to some of your existing clients and see what it is. You can't sell ornaments or doormats for life, and that's the thing. Like me, monograms. I know people that crush it with monograms. It's just my thing where I'm at with it. So that's why we create this list because what works for me may not work for you, and what works for you, Vicky, I may be like, "What the hell are you talking about? That's never going to work for me." An item for your 5 things tomorrow. That's right. It is. I will have it on there because 5 things every day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when we go live and do it 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time right here, right now. But so cutting boards, or not cutting boards. That's what we're going to next. But doormats. Doormats make for a great product. And now it used to be the only place you could get them that were good ones were at Home Depot. And I had to quit selling them because our Home Depot quit carrying them. They wouldn't even ship them to store. So we would have to drive an hour or so to another Home Depot and get the 12 or 14 that were on the shelf, and that was it because they had no more. It always seemed like it was 12 to 14. It was never like they had a case of whatever in back. So we'd have to, and we couldn't ship to our store, so we'd have to ship to another store for one more. Giant pain in the butt. So that's why I'm like, listen, we're going to grab these and then not really push it. Well, JP Plus started carrying the doormats this year, so that definitely changes up things because now you can just order them, have them shipped to you, boom, 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 be done with it. Price comparable with them, pricing fine with it. So that's where you can get it, and it makes sense to get it from there. All right, so doormats checked off. Next up, cutting boards. Now, cutting boards is another one of those things that can come in multiple different ways because cutting boards, you can do sublimation because they make them for that. You can do laser engraving because they have the ones for that. I've seen people use vinyl on them because most people, when it comes to a cutting board, are you going to use it as decoration? They're not going to use it as a real cutting board. So I know people have used the HTV, the sign vinyl, and they've done that on the back. So we'll do a reverse, they'll put it on the back of it, and you can see it through it. But sublimation cutting boards look fantastic. They come out amazing. That photo quality is just something that you can't beat. And, it's a very personal thing. Cutting boards are also one of those things that are just not Christmas, right? They can be Valentine's Day presents, anniversary presents, wedding gifts. There can be so much more with it. So, it's just not a one holiday type thing. You can use it throughout the year with it. And depending on what you use or how you do it, that's something else that can be very business friendly. You can use that to promote a business. You can use it as an employee gift that comes out. Laser, those things look phenomenal. So, if you have the laser engraver, then cutting boards are something that they just look great. Now, I will, like I said, but it's this year. This year, that laser will be hooked up. It does sound like there's a pretty good chance by the end of July that the white toner will be here. We're fixing some final details. I'm gonna try and get it nailed down tomorrow to see about going up for training on it on Monday to see if that's a possibility. Know for sure, and then I can tell you more about it next Tuesday with Todd. But there's a lot of things on cutting board wise that there's different things that you can do. Whether it's pictures, family crest, family names, recipes. If you're able to get grandma's handwriting and a recipe, and you're able to put that on there. So take grandma, and her recipe that was written 40 years ago. She's been passed away for a couple of years now, but there's that recipe. To take that and either convert it into handwriting where somebody can laser engrave that, or to supplement it on a cutting board and give that to mom. I'm telling you, that's a cry fest. And nothing works better than cry fest for gifts, right? If you can make somebody cry happy tears, that's the best gift ever. So these are things that you want to be able to help relay to your customers. Hey, we can do this with it. Here's some ideas for it. wedding photos, Christmas photos, grandma's recipes, things like that. Besides your monogram, your names, you can use it for that, and they really turn out slick. And I've yet to find somebody that that's like, oh, that's just what I needed was a cutting board with a picture of my mom on it and a recipe from her. No, and then there's the conversion charts. There's things like that that you can do, which are just kind of your standalone. Boom, you put it on there. You can add some stuff to it. So nothing super fancy out of the ordinary there. We talked the key holders earlier. I get mine from JP Plus. I think JDS has it as well. But the sublimatable, I know people that can also make the same thing out of that laser pew. They do with that. But those are another one where you can do that same thing, where it does not just have to be Christmas. It works all year round. Because with the names, pictures, anything that you put on it, they work good for presents all year. And they're nice chunks. So anything perceived value of stuff. Perceived value, you want to have a quality product, so you can charge a quality price on it. People know that, hey, this is a handmade item. You made it for me. It's very personal. I cannot go to Walmart or Target and buy this off the shelf. So, when you're pricing your stuff, remember, you hold value, right? You're not doing this for free. Everything is going up, right? We know that prices have gone up, supplies have gone up. So make sure to double check all your pricing and make sure that you are reflecting what it's actually costing you to do. I highly recommend before you go into the fourth quarter and before you get into it. In fact, I'm going to say tomorrow you should set out some blocks of times over the next few weeks just to double check your pricing and make sure you're good on stuff. If you haven't, you can be losing a lot of money, leaving a lot on the table. We saw that there was if you're taking a shirt that was a $2.29 shirt and now it's a $2.79 shirt, that's a hefty percentage increase. So you make sure that you're checking all of your prices. Make sure that you're good on it, because the last thing you want to do is go in the holiday with prices from last year, be losing money. There's no reason at that. So back to those keychain holders, they look like a quality piece. They're anything that has dimension to it always looks good. Anything that has weight to it, when you have something that has dimension, weight, it feels high end. If you can make somebody feel high end, then hey, you can demand that high end thing. Another Christmas only, because I've never seen it outside of the Christmas holiday. Stockings. Stockings can be done so many ways, whether it's sublimation, embroidery, HTV. Transfers. There's so many different things that you can do with ornaments, with stockings. They said whether you're just adding a name to it, whether you're adding first Christmas, whether you're doing whatever you want to it, it's a blank canvas. So there's multiple ways to sell that. You can sell it singly, you can sell by the sets, you can create fun ones. Because on the sublimation side, they have ones that are blank. So if you create a theme, you could have that on there. There's a lot that you can do with those, and they're good. They're a good seller. Doing those simple name drops on stuff. That's where it's going to come down to, those simple name drops on it. Now, the last product that maybe some people haven't thought about is those personalized PJ sets. A lot of people do that, right? Take the picture where they're all wearing matching pajamas and that. Hey, tell your people, hey, we can customize that for you. We can put names, nicknames. We can do whatever on you. We can create the design where if they just had the flannel pants, and we can create a shirt for them, and then they can all be matching with that. Start looking at those bundles like that. How you do it? I know we're going to release some of those, whether it's like the elf bundle and things like that, where I have different characters on it. There's mom and dad and baby and whatever on it. You can do so much with those, where now you're providing the shirt, they just need to go out and find the pants, and then they're all going to match. So anytime you can create those sets of things, that's perfect. And then people bring them into you. We all know that after on Black Friday, that is now starting in October, whatever, isn't now what it once was. There still is some amazing deals out there. And a lot of times, what are those deals on? Pajama sets. So people will buy those up. And if you say, hey, you tell your customers, hey, I saw that Kohl's is going to have a special on pajama bottoms, right? Or pajama sets. Why don't you go there, and here's what we're going to do. Bring them to us, and we can put a name on each one of them for $5. You have 4 or more, we're going to drop it down to $4. You're going to look at how you can produce more money, and you create those custom products to bring it in, because, hey, that's what we do. We want to make dreams, reality, and visions come true to people. So, hey, let us sell them some great idea on a mag and a great gift. matching CJ sets. I'm telling you, that one works. All right. So those are products that I know have always done well for us for Christmas: ornaments, doormats, cutting boards, keychain holders, Santa bags, stockings, and the personalized PJ sets. Those are things that are good. And we usually try and round it out with just, there could be three, four, five other things, but I don't like to get too much more than about 15. I really like to keep 10 or under. 10 or under is a really good sweet spot for us to make sure that we're keeping everything before not getting too crazy out. Because even with ornaments, I mean, you can come up with 50, 60 different styles of ornaments. That's a lot. Pick out the ones that you like. I like the floating globe ornaments. I like the sublimation ornaments. Those ones are my two favorite. And then the acrylic ones that will do the glitter and that will personalize with the monogram. Those ones are kind of our go-to on Christmas ornaments. Quick, simple, easy one. Because at the end of this, what you want is you don't want to promote things that are going to take you a lot of time or create you a lot of hassle. You don't want that. You want things that are quick and you can make money off of. It's just being blunt right there, right? We're in this to make money. So you want to make sure that you're using products that you can create good value, good margins on it, and it's going to create a lot less stress. And also think about that. Now, something else that you're going to want to think of when it comes to Christmas and gifts and things like that is the type of packaging that you're going to do. What kind of packaging are you going to put these things in? Because you remember, you're creating an experience. Are you just throwing everything in a box and just sending it on its way? Are you putting it in a little white box? Are you putting it in, are you creating a custom box for it? Are you putting thank you notes in it with it? Are you creating a customer experience for it? Think about things, and how they're going to open it up. So then it comes to how are you shipping things? If you're shipping out things, how is that going to work? If you're shipping mugs, you're going to want to use those mug crates because you want the mug to get there, not broken. So when it comes to, I say that a lot, don't it? Man, on the shipping side of things, you don't want things to show up broken. Nobody wants to open a broken gift. I don't. You don't want them to get a broken gift. So we want to take care of as much of it as possible. And how do we do that? Hey, by covering our bases with it. So uh, on the opening experience, are you going to keep a theme of tissue paper, right? Packaged up all nice and neat. You're going to tie it with a bow. You're going to put stickers on it. What are you going to do to create that unique Christmas experience for somebody? So that way, they feel like what they spent, they really got the value out of it because the experience is where it's all out of. That's where it is. So you've heard mine. I want to hear yours. What are your guys's? Well, I've said mine. I want to know what some of your guys's ideas are on do here. Now Corey will do tumblers, and then she'll probably cut hers off that first week of December is when she will cut off her tumbler making, because who knows? You don't want to be stressed out over that stuff. I need to take a drink here. So you want to create the least amount of stress for you as possible. You want to try and overcome as many obstacles for your customers as possible. So you want to make it as streamlined as possible, putting things online where they can just order, put in what they need. If you go to our sites, I think, no, I don't think we have it turned on right now. But we'll traditionally turn on, a gift giving section. And then here's the patterns to choose from. So here's my templates, and here's your style to choose from, and here's this. Don't make it overly complicated for them. Don't make it so that they're going to spend hours looking at 400 fonts, right? If you're an embroiderer, you know the fonts that embroider well, right? You know the ones that embroider like shit, right? So which one are you going to do? You're going to let them decide? No, you make the choice. Comes to vinyl, you know which ones weed good, and you know which ones weed like shit. Like you just do. So you're going to want to make sure that you pick out the stuff that is simple and easy for you to do. You don't want to stress over stuff. So you're going to create. You're going to give them a limited option of designs to choose from. Well, let's start from the top. Products to choose from. So we're going to go 10 products, right? Got 10 products for them to choose from. All right, now in ornaments. I'm going to keep it 5 or less ornaments so that they can choose from there. Everything else is pretty singular. You got your ornaments, your doormats, cutting boards, your keychain, Santa sacks. There's going to be 3 colors on that. But on those, from those, only go with maybe 3, 4. I would stop probably at 5. Like me, I think we have it like 3, unless on the main ornament site where we have a lot of things in there. Here's the templates to choose from. Here's what we can have on it. Here's the fonts. That's it. Make it easy for them. I want ornament A, on want design 2, and I'm going to put font 7, 3, whatever. This is what I want. Because when in sublimation, it's not nearly as difficult. It just is what it is. But when it comes to vinyl and embroidery, here, if you're embroiderer and you're going to do the stockings, the stockings, make sure that that you're going to pick out a font that works well on them and go. Which that's something else to think about too. Get all this stuff now and start testing it. Find out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Get everything, go for it. Now, when it comes to Christmas time, something that you're going to want to do is set up a production flow. You do not, especially with us where we have HTV and we have sublimation and we have DTF. I don't want to be changing my pressure and temps all around. No, I'm going to press all my HTV stuff first. I'm going to press all my DTF next, and then I'm going to finish off all my sublimation stuff. I'm going to do it there. The sublimation side, you're not going to want to be bumping from towels, and then I'm going to go to cutting boards, and then I'm going to go to slates, and I'm not going to do this. I don't want to do that because there's way too much time there. I'm going to do all of my cutting boards. Boom. I'm going to do all of this. Boom. Do all my ornaments. I'm going to get them all done. Now, I know people, and I was one of those people when we had the retail store where I had a press that was just for aluminum ornaments. I had a whole different setup for that, where I had the display built. Here's the ornaments. Here's the designs. And I didn't even give them a font choice. I just said, the font is what it is. You pick the design, we put it in there. And ornaments to choose from, I pull it out, print, done. We were right down from Santa, so we said, hey, you can bring your pictures, download it here, and we can make you an ornament for it. It worked out really, really nice for that bear. That's the problem. I have too many choices. So knock those choices now. Now's the time. Start looking at it. Knock those choices down because believe me, think when you go there, we want to Baskin Robbins, home of 47,000 flavors, right? Or 31, right? 31 flavors. You go there, that's a lot, right? When you go into a place that has a lot of stuff, it's a lot to go through. So, if you can pare that down, if I can go into a place and there's only 5, 10 things for me to choose from, okay. And by doing that, it allows you to really get good at those 5 to 10 things, right? You can perfect your process, your time, streamline everything, become way more profitable because you're banging them out faster. So get those down there. Now, I'm not saying don't take those other ones, but when it comes to stuff to promote, hey, pick out the stuff that you want to do and that you're good at, and you can turn and burn on because that's where you're really going to make some money on it. Me and you both. All right, love it. We sublimate for a lady that takes Santa photos for preschools. Absolutely. That's something else. Reach out to some of your business contacts. Sublimation is an amazing process, right? Reach out to any photographer because there is so much that they can upsell to their clients. Hey, yep, we took your photos. Do you want a Christmas ornament? Yeah. Okay, cool. Now you're going to sell them at a discounted rate so they can make some cheddar on it too. That's fine because they're going to be your go-to for that stuff. You can also do canvases. You can do so much when it comes to that. Any sublimation is great for those personalized things. And photography, amazing. You can get in with one of those. It's going to be great. You're welcome, Reed. Really, I was there. I wanted to offer everything to everybody, and I wasn't going to say no on it. And not saying no made me start to not like what I was doing because there were so many of that one-off stuff. Or I'm doing 2 of this, and then 3 of this, then 5 of this, 1 of this. It just made for a stressful process. When you can cut down your choices, it makes everything way, way, way easier. All right. Okay. Back to this. We are coming up on the end here. What do you guys have for me? What am I missing as far as products? Has anybody got any suggestions on other products? Like I said, my product suggestions: ornaments, doormats, cutting boards, key holders, Santa sacks, personalized PJ sets, and stockings. Those are my top 7 that I say that everybody should be offering. Mugs is another great one too, because they're super simple, super easy to do. And I'm not talking about the full wrap tumbler things with that. I'm just talking your standard coffee mug, the 11 ounce or 15 ounce one. Those are always good. Those can be used throughout the year. They can be used with business. Hey, everybody loves a good coffee mug, so look into that too. So we'll throw that in there as a bonus because that's another thing. Mugs work perfect because you can buy templates for a mug, or you can do photo drops, name drops, whatever in it. They work all year. They're always good for each setting on it. So check that out. Wrapping up this week, we Thursday. If you order on Thursday, it won't get processed till Friday because we won't be here tomorrow morning. We have morning mindset, so that's what we're doing there. We do have. I mean, I think I came up with a new with a sign off on it. We're going to see how that one works out for each thing there, because who knows? I get an idea that comes to me in the middle of the night, and then I see a vision, and I say, "This is what we're going to do." We'll see what happens. But then Thursday, we're up in ASI for Chicago. Friday, we'll do our morning mindset, and in the afternoon, our Christmas in July DTF bundle drop. So look forward to that. If you guys don't have anything else, we are going to get out of here. It is Taco Tuesday, and I believe it's a taco salad type of night. So you guys have a great night. We will see you back here tomorrow morning for another fun edition of Morning Mindset at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Till then, you guys have a great night. Peace, love, press on. See you guys.